Okay, so we are in the TBM 900 here. We are at Fond du Lac Airport, and this is 2025's Siimventure. So that's a Pilot Edge simulation of the Oshkosh AirVenture event with the live actual air traffic controllers that handle Oshkosh traffic. So we're sitting here and we're going to pick up the Fond du Lac ATIS right now. So I've kind of set everything up, and what I've done here in the flight plan is I have set up all of the various Oshkosh arrivals on it's the Fisk arrival, but all of the transition points. So we have the Endeavor, the I forget what this lake is called, Popalock Lake, something like that, Green Lake, Ripon, and then Fisk. And then after Fisk, we'll be expected to fly either the Fisk Railroad, track arrival into runway 927, or the Fisk Avenue arrival, which is off to the east of Fisk, into runways 1836. And so that's where we're at, and I have this little tool over here that has the actual NOTAM, which is 34 pages long, for AirVenture, and this kind of like is the Bible of how this thing is run. So for now, I'm gonna just use this little frequency chart that I put together. So let's pick up the ATIS on we're at Fond du Lac on 121.1.
As controller on initial contact, you have information X-ray. Fond du Lac Airport ATIS information X-ray. Wind calm, visibility 10. Sky clear, altimeter 29er92. Temporary ATC procedures are in effect. Refer to page 26 of the NOTAM. Landing and departing runway 36, runway 9er27 is closed. All arrivals contact tower on 120.4. Departures contact ground on 121.85 prior to leaving the ramp. All pilots must have their simulator weather set to clear sky and calm wind. Advise controller on initial contact, you have information X-ray.
Okay, so we have X-ray, and I'm going to also listen to the ATIS at Oshkosh.
Now follow the flying line until they see silence for parking. All Oshkosh departures refer to the departure procedures on page 23 of the notice. Pull out the designated parking area and follow the flight into runway 27. Monitor tower on 128.75 as you taxi, and be listening and ready to go upon reaching the runway. All pilots must set their simulators to VFR weather conditions. All wind. Oshkosh ATIS information hotel. Wind calm, visibility 10. Sky clear, altimeter 29er2. VFR arrival and departure procedures in effect. Arriving runway 27, runway 36 left, and runway 36 right. Pages 20 or 22 of the notice. Departing runway 27. Aircraft inbound for the Fisk arrival, proceed to Puckaway Lake to join the arrival. Aircraft arriving must be familiar with runway exit procedures. Refer to the bottom of...
Okay, so it's Puckaway Lake. So I'm just going to put into here, direct to Puckaway Lake, and that's about 32 miles from here. And let's go. So let's see here. I've got
23 of the notice.
Sorry. Let's contact ground over here. We have information X-ray, and we're going to want to depart, to the north. All right. Let's see what we got. And we are a brown and white TBM, by the way. That's how we'll be described, or November 522 Sierra Sierra. Fond du Lac ground, TBM 522 Sierra Sierra with X-ray, VFR departure to the north.
Air 522 Sierra Sierra, Fond du Lac ground, runway 36, taxi via Alpha.
36 via Alpha, 522 Sierra Sierra. Are on. We have flaps are in takeoff position. We have our inertial separator on, trim is set, and takeoff is set with an altitude of 4,500 feet. taxi to runway 36. When we get to the end here, we're going to flip over to tower, which is on 120.4. Like Tower TBM 522 Sierra Sierra holding short 36 VFR to the north.
Air 522 Sierra Final like Tower runway 36 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 36 522 Sierra Sierra. Thanks. So we're going to go up, the temporary tower is 4 nautical miles up to 3,300 feet. So once we're over 3,300 feet, we'll be out of his airspace and we can kind of turn north. I'm sorry, turn west. See all the traffic on here on my GPS. That's all the craziness coming into Oshkosh. Wow, look at all those airplanes. That's insane. Okay, so we're going to set ourselves up. Stay away from the rivals area, and I'm going to put in 25.9 is the ATIS, and Fisk approaches 120.7.
The Cessna that just turned east on that east-west road, tower frequency for you, 126.6. Looks like I just had somebody pop up over Fisk, a twin Cessna maybe, up the railroad track. To you listening, rock your wings for me, the one that just happened just over the railroad track. Let me see a wing rock from you, Cessna. There you go. Keep following the railroad tracks for 27. Start your descent now down to 1,800. Tower for you, 118.5. Monitor them now. That's on the east-west road. If I didn't give it to you, towers 126.6. Monitor them now. All right, looks like another low-wing type, half mile from Fifth Piper maybe. Rock your wings for me. Let me see a good rock on the Piper. Let me see. That looks like 6-5 belts from the ADSB. Let me see a wing rock from you. Oh, there we go. Good job. All right, straight up the railroad tracks, 27 for you. straight up the railroad tracks, maintaining that 1,800 until you turn the downwind. Power for you, 118.5, monitor them now. Kit Fox, half mile from 5th, rock your wings. You're going to be going to runway 36. There you go, nice rock. Start that right turn for me. Get lined up over that east-west road for runway 36 for my Kit Fox. All right, everybody down the tracks is looking pretty good. Again, make sure that you're staying directly over those railroad tracks for me. Looks like a diamond, half mile from 5th, rock your wings. You're going to be going to runway 27. Acknowledge with that wing rock. You're going to follow the tracks. There you go, good rock. You're going to follow the railroad tracks for 27. My Kit Fox, power for you, 126.6, monitor them now. Diamond over 5th. Follow those railroad tracks, again 1,800, and you did look like you're coming down a little bit. I need to climb back up to 1,800 and keep turning downwind. Monitor your tower now on 118.5.
Traffic line to the right. You can see everybody's flying out over there, and we're going to have to go down to 2,300 feet. So they're running 27 and 36. So 27 is a right traffic pattern.
All right, coming up the railroad tracks, 1,890 knots. If you're not able to do that, it's going to be 2,300 and 135 knots. Looks like I've got a couple approaching now. The one down low looks like a beaver, half mile from 5th, rock your wings for me. It looks like I got one up high too, maybe a bonanza type up high, half mile from 5th, rock your wings. Beaver, very nice rock. Turn right for me, Beaver. Follow that east-west road for runway 36. Let me see the bonanza up high at 2,300 over 5th, rock your wings for me. You're going to runway 27. You're going to go straight up the railroad track. All right, there you go. I think I see a little bit of a rock. It was very big, though. Let me see a big rock from that bonanza over 5th. I want to see a nice big rock. Okay. Oh, there we go. That was definitely a big rock. Nice bonanza. Go ahead and bring that down to 1,800. Keep that altitude until you turn the right downwind for 27. Bonanza, monitor the tower now, 118.5. My Beaver that made that turn on the east-west road, power for you is 126.6. Monitor them now. Y'all welcome to Oshkosh. All right, coming up the railroad track should be 1,890 knots or 2,300 and 135 knots. As you get close to 5th, and we're talking within about a mile, then I'm going to pick you out by type and color. If you have not gotten to within a mile of 5th, then I'm not talking to you yet, so just keep following the railroad tracks, and I'll get to you as you get closer. Looks like maybe a half mile from 5th now, a Cessna, a little bit high, it looks like a little high, but a Cessna, blue and white Cessna, half mile from 5th, rock your wings for me. You see a good wing rock on the Cessna, half mile from 5th. Maybe a little one. I want you to turn right for me, Cessna, the one that's almost at 5th right now. Turn right. You're going to go to runway 36. Follow that east-west road to runway 36. Let me see in that right turn, Cessna.
So far, everything's looking good.
Okay, I didn't see the turn out of that Cessna. Looks like you're headed up for 27. That's fine if you keep following the railroad tracks, but the one that just passed over 5th. 118.5 is your tower frequency. Monitor them now.
So I have 118.5 in my standby for comp 1. That's for runway 27. And I have 126.6 in comp 2.
Hey, Quebec, I was talking to you earlier. If you still hear me, you need to monitor the tower 118.5. All right, looks like I've got another Cessna, another blue and white Cessna, of course blue and white, half mile from 5th. Rock your wings for me. Let me see a good big rock on my half mile. There you go, nice rock. I'm going to put you to 36. So turn a right turn for me, get directly over that east-west road for runway 36. You're going to be on the left base.
Right down all the purple dots. Nice job.
And my Cessna that just made that turn on the east-west road, tower 126.6. Monitor them now. Welcome to the show. Alright, if you're coming up the railroad tracks, you're maintaining that 1,890 knots or 2,335 knots. Make sure you're staying directly over the railroad tracks, not left or right of it. It's a lot easier to see you guys when you're directly in a row. As you get close to Fisk, and that's probably within about a mile, I'll start picking you out by type and color. If you are not within a mile of it, I'm not talking to you yet, so just keep following the railroad tracks.
We have a guy coming in here.
Make sure you're maintaining at least a half-mile spacing between you and the person in front of you. If you are gaining on them, catching up to them, then you're probably going to have to break that out and go back and find somebody else to follow.
So I think...
And it looks like a Cessna, half-mile from Fisk. Maybe a green Cessna. Rock your wings for me. You see a good wing rock on my Cessna. Very nice. You're going to go to runway 27, straight up the railroad tracks. Just keep following those railroad tracks, maintaining that 1,800 until you get on the right downwind for 27. Monitor the tower now is 118.5. Alright, I'm looking down the railroad tracks and it looks like some of you have gotten a little left or right of it. I need everybody directly over the railroad tracks, please. Directly over the railroad tracks. Slightly easier for me to go with you guys when you're directly over. Looks like I've got a black and white Cessna half-mile from Fisk. Rock your wings for me. Usually go to wing rock on my Cessna. Alright, I didn't see a wing rock, but I want you to try a right turn for me. Cessna is right there at Fisk. Go to right turn and on the left road for runway.
I'm in there.
The orange low wing and the high stream over Fisk, rock your wing. Good, nice wing rock. Continue up the railroad tracks. You can start your descent and monitor the tower 118.5. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Alright, here we are. This is good. Okay, so we follow this, and then there's Green Lake is right in front of us here. We're just going to keep...
And coming up about a mile to the southwest of Fisk, it looks like a white high wing, maybe a Skyhawk. Rock your wing. White Skyhawk, good rock. Over Fisk, make the right turn to about a 90 heading, join the east-west road. You'll be on the left base for runway 36. And we've got a blue and white low wing, some kind of Cherokee type about a mile south of Fisk, rock your wing. Blue and white Cherokee, just want to make sure, give me a good wing rock. Okay, I see you now. Yeah, follow the railroad tracks, continue over the railroad tracks for the runway 27. You'll be on the right downwind inside of the gravel pit, and you can monitor the tower 118.5. Red and white Skywagon about a mile south of Fisk, kind of Cessna tailwheel, rock your way. Good, and Skywagon, do you have a runway preference?
36 if we can take it.
Red and white Skywagon, overfly Fisk, make the right turn to join the east-west road. It's about a 90-degree heading. You'll be on the left base for runway 36. Aircraft inbound via the Fisk arrival. Welcome to Oshkosh. Beautiful day here in Wisconsin. Wind calm, altimeter 299.2. Currently over Green Lake transition to join the Fisk arrival. And as you come up the railroad tracks, half-mile in trail, 1,800 feet and 90 knots, or if you're unable that, 2,300 feet, 135 knots. Pick an aircraft out of similar performance. Follow them all the way up to Fisk. We'll pick you out by type and color. About a mile and a half southwest of Fisk, and assign you a runway transition. Please have your lights on and your gear down.
So this is coming up to Ripon. We have to follow the tracks to the left.
And I see someone out there pretty far southwest of Fisk. Can't pick you out yet, but it looks like you're not following the railroad tracks. Everybody should still be up over the railroad tracks. We'll pick you out by type and color until you get to Fisk.
Radio check 1, 2, 3.
Traffic, 12 o'clock, low, less than 1 mile.
Alright, it looks like I've got a Cessna that's out there that already turned the base. Maybe a white Cessna, looks like 4 November Delta. You were not supposed to take the turn earlier. You were not within a mile of Fisk. You need to make that right turn and go back out to Green Lake and rejoin. Alright, looks like a mile from Fisk. Piper, blue and white Piper, rock your wings for me. It looks like I also have one up high. If this is really a B-17, you need to be on the warbird arrival. You cannot fly this arrival in a B-17. Piper, good rock on that. You're going to continue up the railroad track 1,800 and join the right downwind for runway 27. Cessna, half mile from Fisk, rock your wings for me. My B-17 above Fisk, you need to make a left turn. B-17, make a left turn and go back out. Cessna, good rock, turn right for me, Cessna, and you're going to join that east-west road for runway 36.
Hey, can I have you set for wind?
Tower for you, 118.5, monitor them now. Up top, high, Barron, 2300, rock your wings for me.
Can I have 27, I can't cross.
Go ahead and rock your wings for me, Barron, up high. You see a good wing rock on you. Good
Skywagon request
Once you go ahead and stay up there and keep it a little bit fast for me. Stay on the railroad track. You're going to see a piper, and you're going to pass that piper up. He's about 12 o'clock in a couple of miles. Pass him up, and then you can start the descent for runway 27. My Cessna, you should be in that right turn. Cessna just passed this right turn to join that east-west road for runway 36. My Baron is up high. If you pass that piper, you can start that descent. Continue up the railroad track. 118.5 for the Baron. My Cessna should be in that right turn. There you go. A little bit more to the right, about 20 more degrees to the right to join that east-west road.
Can I have the 27 for
All right,
crosswind?
Baron over Fisk up the railroad track. Runway 27 for you. My Cessna, it looks like you wanted 27. I can't give that to you right now. I've got other aircraft going up that direction. Just wasn't going to work. We'll try it next time, though. Baron over Fisk up for 27, 118.5. Cessna over the east-west road. Go ahead and start that descent. Meet you down at 1800. And then tower for you, 126.6. All right, looks like a white and gray Piper half mile from Fisk. Rock your wings for me. Let me see a good wing rock on that Piper. You're going to go to runway 36. Very nice rock on the Piper. You're going to go to 36. Start a right turn for me now. See a right turn for the left base for runway 36. My Piper that's making that left turn onto the east-west road. Very nice. 36 for you. 126.6 is your tower frequency. Monitor them now. Piper half mile from Fisk. Looks like a red and white Piper. Rock your wings for me. You're going to go to runway 27. You're going to follow the railroad track, maintaining very nice rock, maintaining that 1,800 until you get onto the right downwind for 27. Once you get on the downwind, you can start the descent. Tower for you is 118.5. Monitor them now for my Piper passing Fisk. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Traffic, 12 o'clock, low.
All right, Cirrus, half mile from Fisk. Rock your wings for me. Cirrus type, half mile from Fisk. Rock your wings. You're going to go to runway, there you go, very nice rock. You're going to go to 36. Start a right turn for me for the left base, runway 36. Get directly over that east-west road. Follow that east-west road for the left base, 36. There you go, nice turn. Now, Cirrus, it just made that turn. Go ahead and get directly over that east-west road for the left base 36. Tower frequency for you, 126.6. Monitor them now. Welcome. Alright, it looks like a diamond. Diamond half mile from Fisk. Rock your wings up high at 2,300. Also looks like I have a TBM way out there. Still a couple, 2 or 3 miles out. TBMs need to be on the warbird arrival. My diamond that just rocked. Nice job up the railroad tracks for you. Runway 27. Runway 27 for my diamond. Go ahead and come down to 1,800. Maintain that altitude until you get on the right downwind for 27. And your tower frequency, 118.5. If my TBM is out there listening to me, I need you to make that right turn out and go out for the warbird arrival. This arrival is only for smaller aircraft. The TBMs we don't normally bring in on this arrival. Alright, I appreciate it. See you in that turn. Thank you, TBM. Again, my Cirrus is on the east-west road. You should be monitoring tower 126.6. And my diamond that just passed this, you should be on 118.5. And if you're coming up the railroad tracks, make sure you're staying directly over the railroad tracks, not left or right of those, but directly over. Single file, maintaining at least a half-mile spacing between you and the person in front of you. 1,890 knots or 2,335 knots.
So she wants me.
1743 is.
Cessna, half mile from Fisk, rock your wings. Looks like a white Cessna, half mile from Fisk, rock your... Nope, it looks like I got another Cessna out there. You're not quite within a half a mile. Another one out there, you rock. Looks like right over Fisk. Continue up the railroad tracks for runway 27. I had another one rock out there. You're not quite a half mile. I'm going to get to you here in just a second. You will be next, and I want to see another great wing rock here in a minute. My Cessna just passed over Fisk. Tower frequency for you, 118. All right, it's your turn, Cessna, half mile from Fisk. Let me see another great wing rock out of you. You're going to go to runway 36. Want to see that wing rock? There we go, that's the one. Turn right now for me. That's the red and white Cessna. That's the one that's already passed this. My red and white Cessna, turn right. You're going to go to runway 36. That's going to be the left base for 36. My 8 Delta Foxtrot, you're continuing up the railroad track. 8 Delta Foxtrot needs to be on power now, 118.5 to monitor them. Do not make that right turn, 8 Delta Foxtrot. Continue up the railroad track.
Okay, so we have to go back to.
There we go. Now I think we've got it all worked out. The Cessna over Fisk, the one that just made that right turn. Power for you, 126.6. Monitor them now. All right, I've got a couple of you out there that are not over the railroad tracks. Looks like I've got a high-wing Cessna that is to the east of the railroad tracks. I need you to make a right turn. Looks like 9 Zulu Alpha. I need you to make a right turn. Go back out and find somebody else to follow. You are way off course. Carbon Cub, half mile from Fisk, rock your wings. And then it looks like I've got a Cessna up at the 2300, half mile from Fisk, rock your wings. Carbon Cub, nice rock. You're going to go to 36 for my Carbon Cub. Cessna up high at 2100 right now. You're going to go to 27. Follow the railroad track up for 27, maintaining 1000. There you go. Good wing rock on that one. Carbon Cub, you're doing exactly what I need you to do. You're making that turn, get directly over that east-west road. My Cessna that was up high, go ahead and come down to 1800. Your tower frequency is 118.5 for 27. Monitor them now. Carbon Cub, yours is 126.6 for 36. Monitor them. Long Easy, half mile for 6. Rock your wings. Let me see a good rock on the Long Easy. Very nice rock. Runway 27 for you, straight up the railroad track for that right downwind. Maintain that 1,800 until turning downwind.
So we can do, we have that in here, Warbird Island. Okay, so okay. Well, I approach where the Oshkosh Tower.
Up.
Okay, so black and white.
As you're coming up the railroad tracks, make sure you're staying directly over the tracks, not east or west of those, not left or right. Stay directly over the railroad tracks, maintaining that 1,890 knots or 2,000.
We're landing runway 36, up 36 right today at Oshkosh. It's a beautiful day. VFR clear. Winds calm. The altimeter is 2902. We'll pick you up by type and colors across the interstate and assign a runway and a dot assignment as you approach. For the B-17, go ahead and square that base now. Runway 36 left. You're cleared to land. 36 left. Thanks. And for the B-17, did you need a shallow approach? Or did you want to kind of dive in? Because I was going to get these guys a little lower for you.
We can go wherever you need us.
2,800.
Roger. And
Go down.
for the B-17, traffic's just crossed the interstate. The Skyhawk at 1,700. I'm going to take them to 36 right. Okay, for my red and white Skyhawk just inside the interstate, rock your wings for me. There you go. Great rock for the red and white Skyhawk. For the Skyhawk there, go ahead and turn left at about a 45-degree base final there, and you're going to 36 right, red square. You're clear to land for the Skyhawk. 36 right, you're clear to land. We've got a Carbon Cup coming up. Rock your wings for me. Good rock for my Carbon Cup. Go ahead and start slowing for me. Traffic you're going to follow heading to your right is a B-17. They're turning final just about 1 o'clock and about 3 miles for 36 left. My red right, Skyhawk on 36 right. Nice job lining up for the runway. Red square, at or after the red square, you're clear to land. And be a long roll all the way to the end. B-17 traffic, just heading to your left. A Carbon Cub is slowed down for you, and should be no factor they're going to pass behind you. 36 left, clear to land for the green B-17. Carbon Cub, nice job. You can go back to normal speed. That traffic's now 12 o'clock, about a mile. No factor, nice and low. Runway 36. Let's go right, at or after the red square for my Carbon Cub. 36 right, you're clear to land. Got a bear in our position a little fast. Go ahead and start slow and get configured, and we'll get you in. Red and white Skyhawk, nice job touching down just past the red square. Keep it rolling all the way to the end, and then follow the flagman to park. Welcome to the show. Got a bearing over the interstate along Fisk Avenue. Rocket wings for me. Good rock for the bear. Runway 36 left. Purple dot, you're clear to land. Caution, right turns, previous route B7. My white Carbon Cub, you can keep it in there all the way to the red dot, just so you can keep moving fast.
6 left. Just so we have it here. Brown and white TBM final log.
Brown and white TBM, report the island.
So again for brown and white.
Brown and white TBM, report Warbird Island.
Welcome. Alright, so we have to come out to 2,800. That is Warbird Island.
Nice job touching down right up to the red square for my Carbon Cub, all the way to the end. High speed taxi all the way to the end. Follow the flagman, welcome to park. And for my Baron, nice job touching down on the purple dot. Once you get her slowed down, turn left. Your choice, hard surface or the grass. Nobody's behind you, and follow flagman to park. Welcome to the show. We're landing runways 36 left, 36 right here today at Oshkosh. The wind is calm, the altimeter is 29092. It's a wonderful VFR day. Great day to go flying into the world's greatest convention and air show. And we'll pick you up by type of color as you come down Fisk Avenue, 1,800. We need you at that 1,800 feet. And the altimeter is 29092. We'll pick you up by type and color as you cross the interstate. We'll assign the runway and the spot to land on when you cross the interstate. Welcome to the show.
Warbird Island right in front of us, so we have to go down to 2,800.
Good job, my Carbon Cub, all the way to the end. Welcome to the show.
Okay, you see the airport is off there to our left.
Got a red and white Cherokee. Cross the interstate, rock your wings for me.
Brown Light TBM is Warbird Island.
36 left, purple dot, clear to land. Welcome to the show. Where are you flying in from today?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Nice. You gonna go to the show in 2 weeks?
No, just sticking with the virtual one for now.
Gotcha.
Brown Light TBM is passing Warbird Island.
Brown and white TBM, enter right base, runway 36 right, runway 36 right, clear to land.
Right base for 36 right, 36 right, clear to land, runway TBM.
We're landing runways 36 left, 6 right here today at Oshkosh. The altimeter is 290-902. You're going to follow the east-west road, Fisk Avenue. Keep the microwave tower off your right, and then follow the road. We'll pick you up by type and colors as you approach the interstate. Assign you a runway and a spot to land on. Nice job touching down on the purple dot. Thank you. Red and white Cherokee, turn left into the grass, follow the flagman. Welcome to the show.
Flight director off, go to emblem off. Descent here. Six right.
Brown and white TBM, see you out there, runway 36 right. You're still clear to land at or after the red square, and if traffic approaches from the right. They're just crossing the interstate now. They'll lead them to the airport.
Roger, look for the traffic, clear to land 36 right after the red square. Brown white.
White and red Skyhawk crossing the interstate. Rock your wings for me. Great rock for the Skyhawk, great rock. Runway 36 left at or after, let's go the yellow dot. Right after the yellow dot, runway 36 left, you're clear to land.
500.
Red square is up there. So. Gears down, flaps are down. Wait for that red dot. Flaps up. All the way out the end.
Great job touching down with the red square for the red and white TBM high-speed taxiway all the way to the end. Follow the flagman. Welcome to the show. Got a white and blue Skyhawk just over the interstate. Rock your wings for me. Good rock, good right from our white and blue Skyhawk. Runway 36 left. Now you're clear to land on the yellow dot.
here. Go to takeoff flaps. Too bad she didn't want me to do that Fisk arrival. I've done that. I did that last year. That's all right. That was fun. Follow these guys around.
All right, we're landing runway 36 left, 36 right here at Oshkosh today on this frequency. The altimeter is 29902. The wind is calm. Beautiful VFR day. Great day for flying. And we'll pick you up by type and color, assign the runway and the spot for when you cross the interstate. Welcome to the show.
Parking is straight ahead here. Here we go.
And the blue and white Centurion cross the interstate. Rock wings for me.
All right, that was fun.
Good rock for the blue and white Centurion, runway 36 left. At or after the yellow dot, you're clear to land. Welcome to the show. Where are you coming from?
Vacaville, California.
Wow.